At any rate, what are we doing with this video? In this video, I'm going to show you and tell you how to take buses to small cities within the Dominican Republic. Okay, so recently I needed to go to this city right here, Hato Mayor del Rey, which means the king's largest herd of cattle, etc. I had met a girl and I wanted to go there. And the first thing I thought, of course, was, well, heck, why don't I just take Caribe Tours? That's what I'd done before, right? They have all these branches in all these different cities, and you can check, well, hey, there's a branch here, a branch there, but they don't go to lots of these smaller cities. And this particular city, I had met the girl on Dominican Cupid, and it's a small city, 70,000, and I couldn't get there via Caribe Tours. So I started doing a bunch of internet searches, and I really I couldn't locate a bus company. I could locate a couple bus companies online where it seemed like they were talking about going there, but they'd offer some information that was very ambiguous, and they didn't give a clear address. It was very sketchy. So the long and the short of it is I've figured out what you need to do, and I'm going to explain that process here so you could replicate it without going through the trial and error that I went through. And I'm not going to go into all the details of where I had to go and, calling people and going, this, that. No, the bottom line is, for most of these small cities down in this region, or actually, well, what you're going to want to do generally is you're going to want to go and you're going to want to search for something like this: Parada, which is a stop, Santiago, Mocha. Now, Mocha is a small city right here, Mocha, Santiago, Mocha, right? And then you'll come over and you'll go, okay, you'll find it on Google Maps after you search, and then you'll be able to actually go there, right? And you may be able to find out, well, all right, there's another bus going to not only Mocha, but some other place, etc. But finding these particular companies themselves without actually physically showing up and confirming it is not that easy. At least not for someone not from the Dominican Republic, or someone who doesn't come from a native Spanish language background. Now, don't get me wrong, I read a lot in Spanish. I mean, I'm finishing a John Grisham novel right now in Spanish, and I would say that there are only 5 or 6 words per page, which I'm not familiar with. So I read a ton of Spanish, and I speak a good bit too. So let's go back and go through these things in a detailed way here. Everybody knows that you can take Caribe Tours, and I generally recommend that you use Caribe Tours as much as you can, and stay with Caribe Tours as long as you can until, boom, you've got to take something else. Okay, so most of you probably will end up needing to know about this Enriquillo Park, because that is a hub spot for getting these little buses, these little guaguas to the smaller cities where a company like Caribe Tour doesn't go to. And that's right in the heart of Santo Domingo. Now, again, this is Enriquillo Park. Okay? And it's not that far from, where'd it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Ah, there it is. Okay. So it's not, it's pretty close to Zona Colonial. It's very close, actually. And what you do is this. Okay. You walk around this park, and there will be guys out there. There's lots of little transportation companies all around here going to different cities. Okay, it's not like there's one, and there's a couple of them that have slightly larger, you could call it a storefront or etc. And this one is a little bit bigger. And this one actually, Optra, this one also, I don't know why it says Parada just at Ige, because this one will go to Punta Cana, this one. So you walk around here and you look for these men who are kind of, you'll hear them calling out like Parada de Hato Mayor, and there'll be some smaller bus, one of those buses that they're not like a Greyhound bus, but they're maybe for 30 people or something like that. You'll see some of those. Just go over near some of those, and if you see some people inside, just ask, hey, aquí es la parada de Mocha or la parada de Hato Mayor, and he'll say, no, es para allá, or otro lado, blah, blah, blah. It's on the other side, over there, he'll point. And so I kind of had to walk around here and start asking, and you'll find these little guagua companies that will go to different places, and I found it here. Well, not this one, but one of these ones around here. And that was what I did. And it cost me 200 renminbi, or excuse me, not renminbi is Chinese currency. Sorry about that. I lived in China before. 200 pesos, about $4. And let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Yeah, and it took like 2 hours to get there. And okay, I'm looking over. I got a couple notes here. And that was that. And then you just get in and you go. One thing to be careful of, this park is a little bit shady, and I had other people warn me that, hey, Parque Enriquillo, Enriquillo. I hope if you don't have resolution to read that, I wanted to say it out loud. Enriquillo Park. Well, you can see it here. So you need to know that. You go there, you walk around the edge. It's a very small park. It's only about one city block, and you find it there. So that's basically all you need to know to do it. And it worked out fine, and that's that. So best of luck to you. Oh, and also, I'm going to put a link to this park in the description. I'm also going to put a link to Caribe Tours, because this you may not know, but Caribe Tours goes up and down this sort of corridor here. Will get you from Santo Domingo to La Vega, to Santiago, up to Puerto Plata, to Sosua. It's just really, and they have buses going, literally every 20 minutes. You just go to your Caribe Tour station. You don't need to plan. You don't need to look it up. You just go there, and there will be a bus going within 30 minutes of your arrival in Santiago or Santo Domingo. And even when I was in Puerto Plata, I think it was also within 30 minutes. You will have a bus going up and down this line every 30 minutes. And they have a bathroom on that bus. It's air conditioned. It's really comfortable. So always go with Caribe Tours just as much as you possibly can. Now, what you can do is get close, and then, you could go for an Uber for like 500 renminbi or something like that. But it really wasn't going to be, I didn't want to waste all that much money doing that from Santo Domingo. Now, technically, there is a Caribe Tours in San Pedro de Macorís, but it's not listed on the website. But Caribe Tours does have a station here, but they do not have one in this little city. Okay. So I hope you guys have a good time, etc. Or maybe you're planning on moving here permanently. Maybe you already live here permanently and now you need to go to one of these smaller cities here, right? Another option is you could use Caribe Express. Okay, you could use Caribe Express to well, let's see. I'm not gonna go into that now. Yeah, it's called Caribe Express, and it's like it's a thing. What you can do, you can send money. They have offices all over the place. You could send like $20 to a girl in one of these small cities and have her come out to you. I've actually done that once, but that's not always the best thing. Find a Caribe Express in your city. But I'm going to tell you, they have them all friggin' over. I mean, there is nowhere. I know they have Caribe Express in Hato Mayor because I saw it there. Okay, I'm searching for region norte, oeste, este. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see they've got this sucker. They've got those things everywhere. You can send some money to her and have her take the bus to you. And I have done that before. But I did that twice, and one time the chick just took my $35 or $40 and just said goodbye. She screwed me. And another time it was just fine. And notice how much money they ask for. If they start asking you for too much, it doesn't cost $40, right? I sent this lady $20 for her to come from way over San Francisco, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, from here, I sent her $20 so she's able to get to Santiago. I figured both ways, the whole bit. And she was more than happy to come visit me. It didn't work out, but, I just met her and we spent some time during the day. And so that's another option, is use Caribe Express. This was easy. This was really easy. You go into these little stations and you can send the money. It's very secure. It's safe. You don't have to worry, Okay, see ya.